something. I'm going to wear this knife out. I tell you, to make great food takes a little bit of extra effort. Well, here goes some parsley, some Italian parsley, into this mixture of, well, what do we got? Onions and garlic and shrimp. And they've been cooked and then deglazed with a little white wine and some lemon juice. Okay, that mixture is let cool. Also had a little bit of butter in there. I'm going to stuff it in the peppadews in a second. But this hot mixture you see going is a delicious stir fry that I'm actually going to add a little hoisin sauce to, kind of like an Asian barbecue sauce, and a little bit of sesame oil. Put this right at the end of the cooking process, real strong flavor, and a little bit of soy sauce. Now you'll notice that when I cook this, I didn't add any salt to it because both the hoisin and the soy have a pretty high sodium level to them. So look at that. All that mixture coming together. That look great. In with the chicken. I'm going to hold all of this over here. I don't want things to overcook. And what I need to do right now is I'm going to add this slurry that I made with the chicken stock and the cornstarch. Now, it doesn't thicken up yet. It starts to thicken up once we add it to some heat. We're going to deglaze all the flavor right off of this, okay? All right. Now, that's all going. And we'll let all those flavors come together into that Asian gravy. What do I have here? See the hot oil? So check out the hot oil. Now go in these wheat noodles, and this is where it becomes the Hong Kong part. Right down in there. Safety first. Okay? Get them down, move them around a little bit. And what I'm going to do here is let them sit in that hot oil, and they're going to kind of get a crust on one side. And once I see them starting to form together, well, then I'm going to grab them, I'm going to flip them over. Okay, we'll let that work. While that's going, let's go ahead and make this vinaigrette. Now, what I'm going to do is I said it was going to be a futon of cabbage. I'm going to make a nice little vinaigrette with some rice wine vinegar. There we go. A little midden, which is a Japanese cooking wine or Asian cooking wine. You can use white wine if that's what you got. There we go. And a little bit of soy. Just a little touch. And some olive oil. Just a nice, like, Asian vinaigrette. Okay. Whisk that together. There we are. And you can see this starting to tighten up right here. I really got to keep an eye on that. Now, if it gets a little too thick, it's all right to go ahead and grab a little bit more chicken stock. I think I am going to add a little more chicken stock. Let's see here. Yeah, you don't want it to just get too tight. That's when it really starts to get so thick. So add a little bit to the edge because that'll warm it before it goes in. There we go. There we go. Now we saved it. Otherwise, it's going to be too tight, and that's going to gum up. What we're doing is making this gravy. As soon as this gets a little bit warmer, we're going to add this mixture back into it and then pour this all over top of the noodles. Speaking of noodles, let's check out this noodle program. Now, what we're looking for is a little crust. See how they're starting to hold together like that? So now comes the question, should I flip it or really flip it? Here we go. Huh? Well, almost, huh? Don't try that one at home. Use a spatula. Get a friend, okay? So we put that down like that, and that's the crispiness we're looking for. This is working good right here. I'm going to go ahead and put this back into this mixture. It's nice and hot. Okay? Look at that chicken. And we'll let that sit in there. And in just a minute, we're going to be pouring that over the top. My vinaigrette's done. Now I want to get some cabbage. This is just going to be kind of simple. I'm just going to give a nice little julienne on this, kind of shred it up a little bit, put it into the mixture. And this is going to work as my futon au cabbage for these peppadews. Not real strong with the knife, go ahead and grab a mandolin. You can find them pretty reasonable these days. Look at that. I love this cabbage. Right in there. Okay. Toss it a bit. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time in this marinade. It needs to soak some of it up. It's kind of like making a coleslaw. If you put the dressing on it right off the bat and then put it on a platter, it kind of runs a bit. So we want this to sit there and kind of soak some of it up in there. All right. There we go. Now it's time to stuff the peppadews. Now, what are the peppadews? Well, these great little peppers that come out of South Africa. They're kind of spicy. They're kind of hot, but they're kind of sweet at the same time. Find a lot of time at salad bars or olive bars. Now, we take this mixture. We'll give it a little stir. And remember, we've got the shrimp, the onions, the carrots. We deglazed it with white wine. We got some butter. We got some lemon juice. And we just put in some parsley. And we put in some green onions. So you take it like this. Pick up a little spoonful. You almost kind of have to work together on this when you do it. but you'll take that and stuff it, and then it'll sit up in that cabbage like little gems. Huh? What do you think? Takes a little bit of time, but trust me, when people see these sitting in their salad, they're going to be kind of blown away. I have got some Hong Kong noodles going and some stuffed peppadews that I put over this bed of cabbage. Oh, hey, look over there. And, well, let me tell you about this chicken. I marinated it, then I sauteed it in this wok, added some veggies to it, then made kind of like a Chinese gravy. And what I've done here, check this out. These are noodles that first I boiled them, then I cooled them off, then I fried them. Hong Kong noodles. This mixture right here is all these great veggies. I've got carrots and peppers and onions. And this goes, look at this, right on top of that. Tell me that is not beautiful. That gravy's going to kind of loosen those noodles up a bit. Here goes some green onions as a little garnish. Fantastic. And those peppadews, the shrimp, the onions, we glaze a little white wine, some lemon juice, and then it's put on this Napa cabbage that I made kind of like an Asian vinaigrette with a little soy sauce and sesame oil, a little midden, a little Japanese wine, and a little bit of olive oil. Pretty off the hook. Let's talk about this drink. Some vodka, the electric melon. So we hit a little bit of vodka, a little bit of melon liqueur. Yeah, I know. I think I got that bartender. Watch that. See the throw? A little bit of peach schnapps. There we go. About equal parts of all those. Hit it with some ginger ale. There we go. Little top of some OJ. Good looking colors. And then just to do that whole color spectrum thing, gonna hit it with a little bit of grenadine on top. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so vodka, melon liqueur, and schnapps. Oh, that's refreshing. After all this hard work, did you see all the chopping I had to do? It was crazy. Okay, so first let me get into this. Now, the peppadews, one of the reasons I put this cabbage salad together was because it gave the peppadews someplace to sit. They have a tendency to tip over. So they're stuffed with the shrimp, the onions, and the garlic. We glaze with the white wine and the lemon juice, a little bit of butter, and then we also have some green onions and parsley in there. On this side, let's look at that. Get into some of those noodles. Takes a little bit. You got to crunch some off. There we go. Nice big piece of chicken and some of the veggies. Yeah. I've never seen it look like this coming out of a takeout box. You got to get in on some of this. Great crunch. The sweet and the heat of the peppadew. And then the big bite. You know what? I'll karate kick you later.